I'm Danny.
And I'm Althea.
And we are
DNA live. Sorry.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry. Okay. So, hi, everybody. We're back. We had a couple of weeks of hiatus, but you did have Memorial Day weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And actually today was the Puerto Rican Day Parade.
Don't get on that. If anybody want to know a funny story, basically we fell through the float.
Oh yeah, you know what? Since you're talking, I mean, go ahead.
So anyway, we did the Puerto Rican Day Parade, man. We actually we fell off the float.
You fell through the float or off the float?
We fell through the float and off the float.
And this happened when?
2009.
So if anybody out there has the footage of a 2009 Puerto Rican Day Parade where Danny was on the float. So where was this at?
All right, so this is in Manhattan. What happened?
It was in Manhattan. Where exactly?
It's a big Manhattan parade.
Where exactly in Manhattan?
I don't remember. It was like right in like the 30th block or something like that.
30th, like in the 30s, the streets?
I don't remember. We went down there, right?
Okay, so again, if anybody has this footage.
Okay, first off, what happened was...
What kind of float was it?
It was a big float. The thing is, it was a huge float, but there was too many...
a float is just
now
a float.
when you're up in the high deck, right? You're not supposed to have about 30 or 15 people. The guy kept... Shout out to the guy, man, famous Dominican singer. He kept literally pushing women onto the...
onto the boat?
No, just onto our section. And the guy who was driving, because down there in the float, so they drive it, they're underneath there. So he's like, he's like, yo, this too much.
What was it? Was it just like covered in Puerto Rican flags or something?
No, they had the green top and everything in it, and then all of a sudden, what happened was it just kept going like this and kept going down.
So you fell through it?
I didn't fall through it.
You didn't fall through it?
No, it just cracked.
It okay.
It cracked. It looked like the Titanic. So it went up, and then it went down. And then all of a sudden, the guy stops the car, and then everything starts the car, and the whole thing just flew back this way.
So again, if anybody has this footage, it's from 2009, the Puerto Rican Day Parade in Manhattan. Just hit me up on my DM. That'd be great. That'd be really great. Sorry, hon. So I also want to shout out WTSX as always, Uncle Boogie, 104.9.
We're gonna have the Miami station as well.
Yes, now we're getting 2 other sister stations in Miami and Atlanta.
Yeah, so shout out to Atlanta, shout out to Miami. You already know.
Yeah, and
DNA.
It's DNA Live. It's we're starting to branch out in all different areas.
We already branched out, honey.
Well, you know what I mean. It's just like little by little they're trickling all over the place, and people are acquiring us, and we are really appreciative of that. And I really like that. I also wanted to give out a shout out to my boy Mike. He's going through a little bit of something right now, and I just want to let him know that we love him and we're thinking of him. Also, obviously there's the Summer Jam going on, so that's a crazy thing that's going on right now too.
Shout out to Summer Jam, but me and Summer Jam's high. Shout out to Michael Sean though. He took, what I mean.
Oh, Michael Sean, shout out. We got to get him on the show one day.
Yeah. Shout out to legendary Michael Sean. You already know the Miss Jones and DJ Envy days.
Yeah, and shout out now also to a new station in New Rochelle that broadcasts from
New Rochelle.
WVIP 93.5 FM. Everybody start channeling in on DNA Live on Wednesday nights at 9 to 10, where we'll be interviewing and also playing the majority of it with
as well as the North Carolina station too, Thursdays.
Oh gosh, yeah. All right, I forgot about
and
that.
And then Tampa. I'm sorry, Wednesdays, North Carolina and the city. Well, basically the tri-state area.
Right.
That's Connecticut, New Jersey.
New York, New Jersey, Connecticcut. Say it in that.
You know what? I was trying to show a little bit of love to Connecticut.
Well, I'm just saying New York, New Jersey, Connecticut.
Okay.
So okay, I'm just letting you know. Also,
go ahead.
To Long Island News Radio, 103.9. And also to our boy Ryan of the Ryan Show.
Shout out to Ryan. You already know Ryan, man. Shout you out, one of the hottest podcasts in the nation.
Yeah, next time he's on the show on Friday, I gotta keep pronouncing his name correctly, because that's why I'm not saying it, because he even said it that I would butcher it, and I did.
It's a hard name.
It's. I love you, Ryan.
Go ahead.
And also. What else did I want to talk about?
Give a big shout out to Queens Rap Radar Dom. Big shout out to You know who we about to bring up?
We're going to bring
Long
bringing up
Island
the man.
himself.
Yeah,
Mr.
look
Long
at him.
Island
He's
himself.
dancing in the. And you don't.
I
see
got
him right
something
now.
too for y'all, and it's actually going to be a special little thing, man, because everybody wanted to ask me too what's going on with the music career.
Right.
So
mhm.
we're gonna announce that in a little bit.
In a little bit.
And I gotta give everybody, you know what I'm saying, the drum roll and tell everybody just get ready for it because
Just get ready for it because we were actually supposed to have the producer of that album,
shout out to Voice Watkins.
Voice Watkins.
You know,
We
he had a
love
family
you.
issue.
And he couldn't make it tonight, but we are definitely going to have him on back real soon.
And you know what? We're gonna go to commercial break and we'll be right back.
Put your hands up. Right now we're inside a war with ourselves. Yo, America, are we gonna wake up from this? Where the real Americans at, you heard? Where we at? Man, you blinded and you lied, you just censor inside your own. Everyone pretends they love you, but messing you up in homes. Laughing without the way you can't even afford food. And everybody looking at you acting so rude. They thinking that they love you, your skin, that's what they see. They don't understand the militant well it be. But the anger that they got, they just play for each other. A civil war, they trying to come for us, kill one another. But I woke up last night, I gotta talk to my peers. Tell them, listen, we gotta march and what do we hear? You laughing, you crying, you angry, you feeling and skating. Saying with all the time, they just demonstrated. Leave you inside the cars, they don't wanna see you out. They leave you locked doors, breaking your jaws over locked. They lock you up, they wanna trap you, put you inside with a lock, it's mental block. Cause all you ever hearing is the cops screaming lifeless. Now all of a sudden we thinking prices. Putting that two there, be caught crashing in crisis. Now they hating how they even look. They try to lock us up, throw it down, try to play the book. Wanna get his chook, every time try to get it booked. Overshook, saying God is there but love is overlooked. They try pretending that we close with a phone next to each other's ears, but we're more social distancing corona years. They try to acting like we ain't one inside our home. We acting like that we ain't one and one inside our home. I said march, let's go. I said let's fight. You can't censor us anymore. We lying to the people.
And we're back with Mr. Rich Radar. Hello, hello.
How are we doing?
We're doing good. Go ahead. You can start it off.
All right, so first off, man, I just got to give a big shout out to Rich. You already know, man, and the whole Queens Rap Radar as well. Like I shout out to Dom and everybody. I shout out to Fab, you know what I'm saying?
Rocky too.
The
Rocky
Fab.
too.
You know what I'm saying? And shout out to everyone because you know what, man, it's a strong collective together. DNA Live always supports, you know what I mean? You guys, and you guys support DNA to the fullest. And we here together working as a unit, you know what I mean?
It's a very good team. But I want to start off because when I first met him was at the showcase
Okay.
that you had back in January. Right?
Okay. Shout out to Will Styles.
Yes, shout out.
Yeah, that was some show.
It was crazy,
Yeah.
right? I mean, it was nuts, but you know, there was this one gentleman that was there that was kind of like minding his own business, working, and just like, you know, and I even went up to Danny. I was like, who was that guy over there? And he's like, Rich. And I'm like, oh, okay, you know. And then as obviously as the weeks have gone by and everything, and I've grown to love this guy. He's a workaholic. He has a very comfortable couch. And
Yeah, that's some couch, right? Rocky knows all about it.
Oh, yeah, so he does the same thing I do?
No, he just spends a lot of time.
He spends a
on
lot
it,
of
so
oh, that's true.
he
Yeah.
loves that couch.
I love that
when
couch
I'm setting
too.
up the cameras and the wires,
just
he's
like-
just sitting on that couch watching.
Shout
No,
out
I
to
love
Rocky.
Rocky. He's great. He's a wonderful interviewer.
Oh no, he is. He's not as good as me, but he's okay. So anyway, I'm just kidding. So when we first met and everything like that, now you guys have little by little have combined forces, so to speak, like, Batman and Robin kind of thing going on,
Something like that, huh?
right?
Yeah,
So,
it's kind of that vibe.
Well,
it's-
put it this way: you got an issue with Rich, you got an issue with me.
there you go. No, but you know what I'm saying? It's like it's a great vibe, and it's like, you guys, like when you guys have conversations and I'm in the corner on the couch, you guys are really always talking, you're debating, you're exercising your
Well,
opinions.
the thing is, we
know?
don't feel like no competition. Like everybody
Mm.
wants us to get angry and start throwing fits and come at the same exact way. You're never gonna see an emotion from me.
No.
Cause to me, I'm a veteran at this, baby. I know when someone's trying to bait me and someone's not.
Yeah. And Rich is kind of the you're the crazy man, right? And
I am, but to a certain extent. Like,
see, I'm
I
telling you, he's
won't-
the crazy man.
I'm very strategic. So I already know when to strike and who to strike.
and went to strike.
And when to, because I'm not gonna go after somebody that I'm not even paying attention to.
Right. Yeah.
It's got to be the big cheese, or it's got to be somebody that's superior than me. Because for me to go out of my lane and me to go and look at someone, just give somebody else light.
Yeah.
So
true.
when my biggest thing is when you don't want to talk to people, just
Take him out. Okay. So,
well, not technically take them out. What you
well,
do?
like take him out of your life.
Yeah, you just
gotta
take
go
them
to
out of the situation.
Instagram and hit block, and
Yeah.
it's like
Yeah.
they don't exist. It's
You just take them out of the
amazing.
situation.
That's the
Instead of
beauty
you
it.
going in, instead of you going and engaging it, it hurts more when Mickey Fax is the smartest thing to you and to me.
What do you do?
He said, when people say negative things about me, there's always the block button. There's
Ah,
always the delete button.
that's true.
So
Exactly.
anybody that says negative things to me is delete, and that's it. You're out of my life.
Yeah, that's true. You have the power to take care of that.
It depends on, like, you want to strike so bad. So a lot of these cats want clout. They want to get clout so bad that they want to sit here and then put themselves into jail.
Mm.
I look at that and I go, wow. I said, first off, you're in the negative, going after people and after yourself, doing all of that.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's not no coming after anybody. It's just in general. When I see that, my era will call that buffoonery.
Mm.
My era would call that, man, like you
Yeah.
really, really needed that little push. Because after that button, after you get locked up, you don't look at this. Everyone be like, yo, he's so great, right?
Yeah.
He gets locked up. Where are those kids in 5 or 6 years that are watching you?
Yeah.
They're gonna be sitting there, nice careers, good money, a nice house, and everyone's gonna, remember that fool that we saw on Instagram? Remember that guy we saw on Instagram going to make a buffoon on Instagram? What happened? Yo, he caught 3 felonies.
Oh,
3
wow.
felonies? Yeah, man, we saw him at Burger King working,
Oh
flipping
my
the burgers.
God. Oh,
You know what I'm
Jesus.
saying?
Yeah.
But that's the
Yeah.
problem is you have a lot of people in this industry that they don't make any money at all.
Yeah.
So
They act like they do.
there's a few people that actually do make money, and it's very successful.
I think it's like
business if you
3%.
can-
3%.
Something. Yeah, it's very little, but it's a very successful business if you're able to, conquer the market. Look at On the Radar. They got the thing going on in New York right
Shout out
now.
to Gabe.
Definitely doing the
He's a
thing.
good dude.
And you see artists, basically willing to spend large sums of money just to get involved with him because of what he's
Right.
doing.
Yeah.
And then when you look at these other guys and they're like, oh, we're not really making any money. It's like,
Right.
well, what do you offer the
You're not
artist?
offering
You don't
anything.
you have nothing to offer. Why would I pay you?
Yeah. True.
Well, the thing is,
you
when I-
live on a couch somewhere, or
But I would live on your couch.
I would live on my couch.
I would
too,
definitely live
yeah.
on
But
your
listen,
couch.
I
listen,
might
I,
move in soon.
I gotta make you laugh.
Go ahead.
So there is certain, like, there's a lot of people that are famous that's still sleeping on people's couches in the industry. Yes, there is.
I would believe it.
No, I seen it.
You would believe that?
Yeah, because someone like me, right? I don't like to have physical life possessions.
Okay.
I'm like a minimalist.
All right.
So the only things that I possess in life are the things that I use in my
On an
craft.
everyday basis, right?
When I go home, I just have clothes.
Okay. That's it?
Yeah. So if someone's like, "Let's go," I'm out
Really?
instantly.
Yeah, that's
got-
the way I am, though.
Wait a minute. So excuse me, you got a lot of stuff, okay? Don't even try.
The only
Radio,
thing that
yeah.
I
Yeah,
have
I'm
that
just
I've
saying.
kept all this time is an antique dresser from my grandmother.
Oh, I do.
Other than that,
Oh.
I don't have a single possession.
Oh, I can't say that because no, I could do spring cleaning and get rid of like 4 or 5 different big garbage bags and still be full.
Because
you
of
know?
me.
No, well, yeah, but no. Well, he has like 3 times as much clothes that I do, right? But everything else that I throw out and I put, I open up the cupboards and I see more. I'm like, where did I don't know. It's like I feel like I'm a hoarder.
Sometimes, yeah, because we got so much. We don't even have so much stuff. You and me, like, we got the radio station in the house.
Yeah.
We got the mixes because Mr. International, aka Mr. National,
Oh, here we go.
aka your favorite DJ.
DJ.
But listen, but the funny thing is, let's be real. The funny thing is,
if I got rid of his stuff, I would have nothing in the house. Go ahead.
yeah, no, but
So it's all your fault.
Yeah, it is.
you know what it
always
is though. Me and her are a great team. Collectively, like, she is one of the strongest women I have ever dealt with, and her business mindset is perfect for me because I'm the wacky one out of everything. I'm the one that would just jump out. I jump out. All right, babe, where we going? We're going here. Oh, we got to see my man here. I'm so spontaneous. So I can't even say.
Spontaneous.
I just made my own word up.
It's okay.
Dig at that, people, because she just said spontaneous. And I just said medius. So like, and the funny thing is, right? You asked me about the game, correct?
Mhm.
There's so many people I don't even know anymore.
Yeah.
The game has changed so much. There was a quote from Michael Jordan to Kevin Garnett, and it says, "You know when to leave the industry when you don't recognize it anymore." Basketball, when you don't recognize the game that you love, it's time to go.
Oh.
And when Michael Jordan said that to Kevin Garnett, I was like, because Kevin asked him, like, when is there a good time to leave? He said, when you don't know the game anymore. It's starting to get to that period of time. But then I told myself, you make the game.
Yeah.
You got your own plays. You got your own radios. You got your own promotions. You could do your own tours.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like one push of a button, boom, we're in Spain. Boom, we're in Connecticut. Boom, we're here. So like when you come, like when certain people, right, are mad or disgusted or just envious of you, right? You could do the same thing. But the thing about me is I learned just don't react to it. Like social media, right? You and me, again, we're back to this.
Social media is crazy.
I know.
There's so many
It's
people
a shame.
that
Everybody that doesn't have anything to do is on social media.
well, they're bored.
Because I mean, I know you too. You and me were always working, so
We don't got time.
the live stuff, the 20 posts a day, it doesn't exist in my world.
Yeah.
It could never.
No.
It doesn't hold enough value.
Yeah. And if Danny's promoting, when Danny's on Instagram or whatever, it's basically promoting one of the radio stations.
something you're doing.
You know, it's always something.
not
Do you think?
nonsense.
Let me ask you a question, both of y'all. For y'all being insiders, right? When you see me post things and it's like, okay, now I just did one in France. I mean, I'm sorry, now he just did one in Atlanta. Now he just did one in Florida. Now he's got the Long Island radio. Now he's in California. What do you guys feel about that?
You're working.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, I feel like I do more work in a week span than people do in their careers in like 7 to 8 months.
Yeah.
But
Well,
that's just keeping up with the people who are actually working.
yeah.
That's the difference. You can't let these other people that don't really have a substance in the world to dictate, oh, he's posting this, he's posting. Anybody can post. How
Right.
many people can get on radio and say what they want to say? How many people can get the platforms that they need to be heard? These people are not able to get these accolades, these platforms. So
Right.
to sit there and worry about it is
I'm not worried about anything because one thing I learned in my lifespan, right, is to always wish good for somebody, even if they wish you bad.
Yeah.
And I wish everybody, aka my haters, aka my secret fans, much love, because you know why? If it wasn't for you, my name wouldn't be going around like
You know,
Intercom, baby.
I always say, I mean, I hate to say it but it's true. It's like you want publicity, right? You want to be known and stuff like that. You want to get your name out there and stuff. But even bad publicity is still publicity.
I don't want to toot my own horn, but look how many people copied me.
Okay.
No. We're gonna get into this.
Oh, we're getting into
he
it. Oh,
wants
here
to
we
get
go,
into
people. Be prepared. Go
This
get
is
your
not
popcorn.
talking about
episode
nobody in particular. Nobody. But I'm gonna break it down.
Okay.
From 18 years old, right?
That's
One record made 2 platinum record song concepts. Okay. At 18.
at 18. I know.
Okay. Let's break it down. 15 years old, being found by a man named 88 Keys from Universal.
88.
Okay.
Keys.
So you're going to sit here and break down to me that I don't understand the industry or know my ins and outs. Decades ago, I have never met you. In decades when I was sitting there, listen, when I was a young cat sitting there waiting to get up on stage, grinding, walking, I had a rock band that was hitting Australia
Oh, I mean,
by the age by the age of 23.
yeah.
There was just so many things that when somebody talks to me, it's hard for me to communicate because to me, you're thinking too small.
Yeah.
Let's break it down. 22 years old in Paramount Theaters.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, I know.
25, the United Nations,
That the band
the
you
UN,
talk-
the White House. You know what I'm saying?
You've done a lot.
And then hold up. And then, people started acting funny. Danny went out and Danny acquired 12 radio stations nationwide and international.
Right. Yeah. That's
You
true.
understand? So it's like, how can you and me be in the same room chatting, talking, right?
Mhm.
Sitting there talking, like chatting, like really talking.
That's true. Okay.
And like, how can we be in the same place at the same time?
I don't know.
I can't be in the same place at the same time. Half of the time I'm clicking that button and I'm in another place talking.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I mean? And this is not no diss to anybody because I love everybody a certain way. You already know. Much love to my island. My island respects me heavenly, and I respect every artist that comes out here that respects itself. I don't respect, I'm gonna be real with y'all. I don't respect the artists that sit here and use the artistry and abuse the artistry. And y'all know who you are. I ain't gotta say no names, and I'm not gonna say your name because you're wasting my lifespan even saying your name.
There you
We
go.
back to you.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
He's
he
back.
Finally gave it back.
He gave it back to me. Oh my God! I'm totally flustered, and I don't even know. I have to agree with him, but at the same time, it's just like everything that's going on in the music industry. It seems it's like more of a dog eat dog kind of vibe that I'm getting from it. And I've only been in the industry for about 4 years, not as a singer, but as somebody who's involved with someone who is a singer and artist. I'm sorry.
All right, hold up. Let's talk for a minute. I want to ask you a question.
Uh-oh.
How does it feel to be a wife of somebody that's very popular, right? And all the time when you go out places, you see people gravitate towards him in a certain manner.
Well, I mean, it's something that I think we've said this before, maybe, but it's something that I've had to get used to. It's not a type of lifestyle that I've ever lived in my life,
Can I tell you something I love?
Uh-oh, here we go.
I love when there's an artist that never read about me, right? That don't know nothing about the kid. And I love when they talk down to me. I just, you know why I love when they talk down to me? I'm going to tell you this, Rich. Is because I laugh. Because I think about when I was younger and I was talking to the dude and I was talking down to him. And then all of a sudden they did.
Comes back
then
around.
when you do your homework, you realize you just messed up totally.
Big time. Yeah.
But my problem is, again, I have a bad attitude. So my attitude is like, okay, cool. I messed that up. Let's just burn the bridge, throw it down and rebuild it to what I like.
Yeah.
Like instead of you taking the stairs, I broke it and took it and made an escalator. And now I'm just cruising. And I ain't looking down. Like that's how I look at life. I really look at life as being like, okay,
That's
peace.
true. Yeah, peace.
Because you can always win.
You always win.
No. Even when they say you lost, you can win.
That's true.
You know how you win? You don't play it to the person that knocked you down. You go higher and then higher and then higher and then higher. And then he looks like a little ant.
And then he looks like a no.
And then you ask a question. You know what the question is?
What?
Why was I fearing this guy?
Yeah.
This guy was so small.
Yeah.
But everyone looks at me like I'm crazy. But that's my theory in life.
No, you're not crazy. Okay. I think everybody will agree with me. I think everybody in the music industry has a different persona, right? A different mindset, a different outlook, a different goal.
I'm out of the matrix, baby. That's the only difference between
Okay, this
me
is
and
not
them.
all about you right now. Okay.
And him. He's out of the matrix.
Well, I'm just saying because what I see with that's why you guys don't necessarily like knock heads all the time, because you guys have that, even though he's on a different path and you're on a different path, right? When you're on a path and you're running down that road and everything, it always has a fork, right? And you're always going to meet up. And that's where you guys met up right now. So it's like you're both going on this path, you're taking the fork, and now you're both deciding, okay, which way are we going to go?
Yeah, more or less.
You
Go
know?
ahead.
You know what I'm trying to
Letting you
say?
take the
I think
floor.
that's the way I see you two working together because you guys are a really good team, you know?
Well, one thing I like about him, man, is
Well, there's a lot more than one road, though.
go ahead,
There's-
go ahead.
Go ahead.
There's
Yeah,
there's like 7 lanes to that road.
that's true.
I mean, I know for him as well as me, there's been many other people in the picture. It's
Right.
just, some of those roads just stop getting paved at some point.
True.
And
Yeah.
then you're just,
But sometimes you got to pick up hitchhikers
Why do you
on the
say
way.
pave? I say we just blow up the road and then we go make a highway.
yeah, but you got to pave the road.
You gotta
No, you
still-
don't. You're gonna
No,
blow
you-
up the
no.
road and then go back
No.
and make another highway.
No, you
Well,
still
the
got to pave
highway
it.
has pavement.
I know,
So we
Okay.
but
got
you're not
pavement.
going through the same pavement.
Nah,
you're
we're
blowing
just-
up-
Yeah, but
We making a.
you
Oh wait,
making-
I got one for you.
No, you making your own analogy.
got one for you.
now. Go ahead.
We don't drive cars anymore. We drive spaceships.
Oh, here we go. No.
He's laughing because he doesn't.
It's going down the rabbit hole now.
Yeah. Now all of a sudden he turned into George Jetson, you know?
There you
Come
go. That's what I was thinking of. That's why I said we don't drive. We don't ride anymore. We drive spaceships.
Really? Drive space? Okay.
Ride spaceships.
Okay. So let's talk about this venture, shall we?
Go ahead.
Okay. So now, I'm pretty sure if nobody knows about Rich Radar, you should. Okay. He's one of the top bloggers, so you got to check that out. And he also has a beautiful studio in Bohemia. So if you want, you hit him up. Obviously, he's under Rich Radar. Look him up on Instagram.
You already know, man. We got the Hub and DNA FM over there, as well as my favorite Paradise Studios.
Oh,
So
there we
this is
go.
the Nassau Connect. He's the Suffolk Connect.
Oh yeah, I didn't. You know what? I didn't even think of it that way.
And then we got LI News.
Yeah, true. Okay.
We got all the fun spots. We got about like 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't even want to count.
Yeah, don't stop counting. It's but anyway, now that we've teamed up with Rich and like DNA, now Rich is obviously going to be with us on DNA Live Wednesday nights on 93.5 FM. And it's WVIP, it's out of New Rochelle. Listen in, it's on the radio, and we're gonna have a really good time on that show.
Yeah, man. And you know what, too? When we get to the next segment, I want to surprise the world with a big announcement. So we'll be right back. Bobby.
Oh,
Whoa.
we'll be right back after these commercials.
Exactly.
The Jackie the Joke Man. Martin
Jackie.
What is that?
That's a pygmy with a heart on.
New York Islander, Rich Pilon. So, how bad did you feel with the Kevin Stevens hit?
Darius and I were in their kitchen, and we were like, we were dominating Mario and them at the time. And Kevin just wanted to take me out, and it was a touch icing, and there was no need for him to come through. And he was and I kind of played like I didn't see him, and at the last second, just jumped right into him.
And we really love Jason Scoop, and we're so happy he's back.
Hello, everybody. My wife Jilly makes she's beautiful. That's my husband, wife. Excuse me, right there. That's okay. Look.
And yeah, we're back.
And
We're back. Okay, so like we said before commercial break.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so there is obviously a big announcement premiering something. So if you want, go ahead, take it away.
We regenerated. Now we charged up. Said we got it. Everybody gonna bar up. They said, now what we gonna... All right. So everybody all the fans and
Okay.
everybody out there, you already know, man. I'm sorry for the delay. So, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Rich, drum roll, please. All right. Go ahead. Announce the album's
Oh,
name.
now you want me to announce it?
Announce it.
After that drum roll?
Announce it.
Okay. Coming very, very soon is the Regenerated 2 album.
Regenerated Part 2. It's
Part 2.
Okay.
Part 2.
You know, he's interrupting me.
Okay, I'll be quiet.
Okay, be quiet. Regenerated 2, which is obviously from the first Regenerated album. Thank you to Mr. Voice, Jeffrey Watkins. Now, we'll have him on the show soon again because he's got a lot to talk about, and I don't want to, ruin that surprise as well. So.
I'm going to give a shout out to another dope producer. Go ahead, shout him out.
Oh, okay.
Oh, my man, Drolic.
Shout out to
Shout
Jolly,
out
dope
to
producer.
Drolic, man. Yeah, he's doing the thing for
Dope
us.
producer, man. That's much love.
He's a good guy. It's hard to find good producers.
Yeah, but
these
that's what
days.
this is what I'm. If I can say something about that, because Drolic is really good, Voice is really good, and then you got the ultimate Charles Hamilton.
Mm.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you have to look at it that like we have been blessed to have that kind of good artistry, entrepreneurship, people who are just really in the game for the love. I mean, we do want to make money. I'm not saying that, but you know what I'm saying? It's that they're just in it for what's right.
Yeah, man. I got to give a big shout out to Suave because I saw, you know what I'm
Yes,
saying? With the post, shout
Suave.
out to my man Suave. Keep doing your thing. We're going to keep playing your records, man.
Oh yeah, I love that record.
I want to
so.
give another big shout out to my man, Mr. Flip. Mr. Flip called me yesterday.
Mr. Flip, we love you.
You know what he told me?
No,
I'm going
no.
to be on the show on Saturday, so everybody tune into
Wait
that.
a minute. Hold up. You're going to be on his show?
You're going to come with me.
Oh, okay. That's better.
You're going to hear me freestyle for 10 minutes.
You're both gonna be on the show.
Okay, but both, yeah.
All right, so let
we
me
were going
explain.
there.
Let me explain something to y'all, and I want y'all to hear this real quick. He called me up because I was down, and he gave me encouragement.
Yeah.
I didn't ask him for no encouragement. I didn't ask him for anything. He's a
Yeah.
real dude. Called me. You know what he said to me?
No,
Keep doing what you're doing.
that's right.
And I'm like, Brooklyn's just said that?
Yeah.
Because you already know someone from Brooklyn don't be liking that. They'll tell you. They're the fastest to tell you. So he's like, yo, man, I keep telling you, E, man, just do your thing, and I'm proud of you, man.
Yeah.
I said, man, that's that. I woke up. I said, regenerated. Now I'm charged up. But
And that was funny because we were mulling over because he was like trying to mull over what to call the new album, right? And then we had talked about Redemption because there was Recharged, Regenerated.
well, you know what, too, man? I want everybody to realize something because there's so much body of work.
yeah.
I'm just gonna put out a double disc,
You believe that? A double, not a
and
single.
it got singles with Keith Murray.
Yeah.
It got singles with Voice.
Yeah.
It's got it got singles with Charles. It got singles with Mickey Fax.
Right.
It's got singles with Little B, the bass god.
Yeah.
So I want everybody to realize, man, the body of work that's coming out is gonna be official.
Yeah. So it's going to be real. I think it's going to be really good.
It's gonna
but-
be premiering on BET Jams in 2 months? No, I'm sorry, a month away.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to be doing the advertisements and the running. So we're back on BET Jams. You
Yeah.
already know. Your boy charged up. And to Long Island out there and everybody out there, man, we are about to we love everything that's happening in Long Island. Shout out to all the young talent in Long Island as well as the older talent. But this is a different animal when Energetic comes.
I know.
I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just a different animal.
I know. You know what? I have to say that because even though how many shows we have been to and everything like that, and it's like when I see him go up on stage, I feel a different, and it has nothing to do with who I am with him. It's just like even if I was just a person who didn't know him and he got on stage, I'm like, that man has so much energy. He just brings a different element to the table, and you guys are just great. I just love you guys. I really do. And I love your couch. You don't know.
All right. So I want to premiere a quick record real quick.
Wait. It
Oh,
better be
okay.
one of the ones I like.
I'm going to premiere. You ready for this?
What is it called?
Voicemail.
Oh, God, I
Ooh.
love that song.
And
That's a
Love
vibe. Just
I
the name.
want to, I just want to, you know what I'm saying? I just want everybody to vibe out to this. Wanted to give something to the ladies because the ladies, you better, well, I can't because I got a wife, but you can definitely do it. Well, anyway, okay. You know what? Matter of fact, if your man's single, if you guys single, listen to this. Tell you, girl, I know this sounds really old school, but if you're born like in the 80s and the early 90s, you're gonna know something about voicemails. So, girl, you better.
Okay, I'm
better
here. Go ahead.
leave a voicemail.
Go ahead.
Because
Tease.
you already know, energetic in voice.
Go ahead, honey. Just throw it out there.
DJ Energetic, you already know, man. Single around with Voice Watkins. Voicemail, you already know. You're energetic, you already know. Let's go.
Leave a voicemail, I be saving it. Cause when I'm on the road, I be playing it. Goodbye, hello, goodbye, hello, goodbye, hello, baby. I said, leave a voicemail, I be saving it.
That's good.
You already know DJ Energetic. I had to give another drop. At 104.9, let's go.
Girl, how do you feel when you don't hear my voice and all you hear is that ring going on? Acting like baby girl every night that you really want me and you want me home. Kinda really get sad every time I'm in talk, cause all I gotta tell you, girl, how can I be? Never understand about this world that we play the game about L-O-V-E. See, girl, I know breaking with your heart that ain't my type. So I tell you, girl, call me, text me, girl, in a late night. When I'm sitting there trying to write my own songs, when I'm even trying to write my own raps. All I gotta tell you, girl, if you don't get me back, you better freaking call me back.
Leave a voicemail, I be saving it. Cause when I'm on the road, I be playing it. Goodbye, hello, goodbye, hello, goodbye, hello, baby. I said, leave a voicemail, I be saving it. Cause when I'm on the road, I be playing.
Okay.
And you know what, man? That was so dope. And I'm loving it. You heard? I am loving it right now. We are all loving it right now. You already know. We going back to the next verse over here.
Okay.
We gonna go back.
This ain't my voice. I gotta tell you, baby, that you are mine.
Yeah.
I'm never gonna lose a girl I fell in love with.
Come on.
You might hear the style of the tone.
Come on, let's go.
Cause my heart
It's your heart and my soul is yours.
Get that live. Let's get it.
Oh my God.
Yours.
Second you came when you leave on my heart attached to you. Play the voicemail, I be saving it. Cause when I'm on the road, I be playing it. Goodbye, hello.
Come on. Goodbye, hello.
Goodbye, hello.
Baby, I said, leave a voicemail, I be singing it. Cause when I'm on the road,
I know they're singing it right now.
Are there dancing emojis on there right now?
Oh yeah, it's a whole vibe though.
baby.
Girl, if I don't pick up, keep calling.
Wait, wait.
That's all I want to do is hear from you, baby. I know you might hear my dial tone. Call me right back.
I love that. At the
All right,
end.
let me explain something to you. So, shout out to Jimmy Gates. You already know. Shout out to Mathematics. Shout out to everybody. You know what I'm saying? That we did shout out the Jimmy project, the Gates project, the Silk project. So, you know, voice out there was like, you know what, bro? We're doing all these projects with these legends. So I think you need something smooth.
Yeah, you do.
And I said, man, you gonna bring me back like this? He goes, yo, bro. We got some, man.
Yeah, but you know what was funny? It was because the voicemail. I mean, we were in the studio. Okay, Danny went to the studio, and Voice is there and stuff like that. And Danny gives me the call and says, you know, out there, you need to come down. I'm like, why? He goes, I think I'm making an album. I'm like, what? He's like, yeah. I go, all right, I'll be right there. Within that first hour, they kicked out about 5 songs.
Let me play her favorite record.
Yes, thank you. He's gonna play.
All right, let me just rock.
Oh yeah, can't get her out of my mind.
I think everybody, you know what I'm saying, is probably like, energetic, you're out of your mind. I'm like, absolutely. I'll put this a little bit loud because I want y'all to feel the real
Let me tell you
vibe.
the story.
Come on, I want everybody to rock with me. Come on, rock
I
with me.
met
Let's
her
go.
in Athens when I was sitting inside the water looking at the beach. She looked so beautiful, baby. Swear to God, like a peach. Couldn't get her out of my head at night. Every time I'm seeing her dancing in love. Why we sitting inside that moonlight? Dreaming now, baby, where we go. I can't get her out of my mind. Can't get the goddess out of my head. I can't go to sleep at night. I swear to God, I'm waking in my bed, saying where she at? Saying where she at? I said where she at? She can't hold me back.
Come on.
I wanna show you the goddess. Had to be with Zeus. I gotta tell you, girl, what you put me through. Cause I've been thinking in my mind, all about you. I can get you out with my mind. You're my goddess, girl, I see. Pop to the back to the goddess, pop. Cause you know what, girl, I'ma go round. Tell you, baby, how you making me break the ground. Cause all I want, you girl, is next to me now. But I wanna love is back round.
You sound different.
I wanna show you the goddess. How to be with Zeus. I gotta tell you, girl, what you put me through. Cause I'll be thinking in my mind, all about you. I can get you out with my mind. You're my goddess, girl, I see. I wanna show you the goddess. How to be with Zeus. I gotta tell you, girl, what you put me through. Cause I'll be thinking in my mind, all about you. I can get you out with my mind. You're my goddess, girl, I see. Drop to the back to the goddess.
Out to the goddess. Woo.
That was fire. Well, for me, it was anyway. So, I mean, I think.
Well, you're the goddess, right?
You know, when you guys say that, it makes it so much more special.
You want to hear something that makes it special?
Oh, here we go.
The single, let's go. We doing the single. You know, we were playing around with y'all real quick. International club. Come on, ladies.
I'm in the air talking spicy. I'm in the air talking spicy.
This is fun,
Clean as
though.
ever in a white tee. Ooh, baby, I'ma show you what the hype be. Who's that? I see a girls like me.
I like this one.
Only God eyes for you, girl.
Like the other ones?
No, I do, but this is the one that has like that. It's just a whole universal vibe.
Right, yeah.
And I can play now.
Like you could be mad at your landlord, you could be in the hospital with a broken leg. It doesn't matter when the song comes on. It's like, yeah,
I love Rich's analogy.
you know, that's how it makes me feel anyway.
I just wanna chill and dance tonight.
Shout out to
I saw you when you came, yeah, you were right. And I ain't got no time to waste no time. Cause I need you in my
Okay, we need some comments
life.
Here we go.
I ain't got no time to wasting, girl. I see that you're alright. Let me just be on you, baby. Caress you, baby girl, all night. Tell you, baby, that you're the one that I've been looking for my whole life. And I don't want to see you get away from me, right? Nah, she's the one I wanna call Mrs. She's the one I wanna hold, really call this is. I don't wanna yell at her when she be throwing dishes. All I wanna tell her that that's Mrs. Yeah, I don't wanna see her leave, cause it's alright. Cause you know what, baby, all I want to do is make this moment last for life. I just wanna chill and dance tonight. Come on. I saw you when you came, yeah, you were right. And I ain't got no time to waste no time. Cause I need you in my life, yeah.
Woo. So,
I am burning up over here.
so that's the single. You already know we're gonna be putting that in every single station, every single radio play, everything.
And again, if anybody out there, remember, DNA Live is broadcasting from WTSX 103.9, 104.9, 93.5. And all the other sister stations, obviously. So if you
And we got one more mix. We're gonna take it to the Bay. You guys are ready for this? I want everybody, man. I had to do this, man. Shout out to everybody in the Bay. You already know 97.7 hot. We in the building right now. FM. You already know. Let's go.
I love Tampa. Yeah, there we go.
I don't think anybody's ready for this.
If you ain't getting money, what you waiting for? I'm all about muscle, what they hating for? Gucci size with Versace shades. I guess that you can say I got expensive taste. Roll a quarter in a leap, but I don't need an A. Stars to be around when I'm in the rave. I'm not a fighter, but I catch a case. You can swing, but I'm a shooter, got a better way. Bitch said she love me, told to get away. Cause I'm a broke man, hearts, I'm not your friend today. My only friend is the money I make. And you can cry all you want, but you will be okay. You can cry all you want till you make a lay. But I ain't here to hear your problems like Ricky Lane. Phone be off the hook, plus I got the bank. And I'm from New York, took him to the bag.
Drinking down, baby, like you wanna get it too sway. Gotta take it over the gotta bring the stage. Everybody trying to get the dough, make sway. Guess no shorty out here, baby, break the way. Title win, like I'm cider win. Making love, baby girl, but I'm fighting it. Like I'm getting messed up on the Viking it. Make a couple figure heady in the item in. One said, boy, take it to the bay. I'ma take a baby back to the egg. Take the gun, baby, down my way. Handy gun, baby, now do sway. Guess I don't really care what they say. Cause I get the boys back on the leg. And I get the body, baby, on the leg. That's the only way, baby, on the stage. Hey, take sway. Guess I got the girl's body and she gon' lay. Cause she wanna go down and she gon' lay. Cause she coming right back and she gon' lay. Hey,
Wow.
to the say, boy, I took a baby back, baby, to the A. Now I take her right back, baby, to the A. Girl with the girls, what they wanna say. Happy when I am with the boys and they wanna say. Guess I got a different, really with a type of way. Cause everybody try to holler, but they know the way. And they wanna go back, and they wanna go back, and they wanna go back, and they wanna go back. Hey, girl, what you really wanna try to really say? Boy, took it to the bag, took it to the end. Came back, baby, when you swinging off the wave. Gotta take my money, girl, anyway. Took my land right to the Chevy in the car. That's the only way, girl, how to.
Wow.
Body made that Lambo park. Made it
Oh,
screaming out and
God.
knock the body out the.
You're really working it tonight. I love that. You know, I mean, we're talking an album that is going. You know what? I don't even worry about what it's going to reach. Okay, because this is going to be a really feel good album. You know what I'm saying? I think you know, and you know music, obviously, right? Both of you. Get off your phone, okay?
Not that, you know, people are texting
No,
right now saying
seriously.
that was heat.
Okay, it was he. No, I understand. But I'm just saying you both know music. So when I watch you and I see you vibe into it, it makes me happy. You know, I'm trying to say, like, if he was just sitting there, like, not doing anything, then I'd be like, you know, kicking him under the table, like, you know, liven up a little bit.
You know what it is, though? It's
Yeah.
hard for, like, okay. I get annoyed when people say quantity over, like, quality over quantity. That's, to me, that's bull.
No, I'm going to argue with you with that.
But I have issues because my issues is it's hard for me to make one record and stick on one record because I'm always based on like a vibe. So my thing is I can make 100 records. You might not like them, but I love them because it came off of
he's
me.
going to spit out 100 records regardless. That's just how he is. He doesn't have enough in him just for one record.
But out of those 100 records, there's got to be at least maybe 3 to 5 that you
No.
pick
No,
over
You-
the rest.
about 40 or 50.
Really?
You say, okay, so
Okay, here we go.
let's play you, right? Every time you hear me make a record, correct, with voice or
Mhm.
Charles, right?
Yeah.
What do you rate them?
Oh, that's true. I got to say that. Okay.
When I make a record by myself, what do you rate it? You rate it like a classic because I realized with Charles and having voice how to make a single.
Right.
It's easy to make a single. To me, I'll give everybody the key right now. Take a word that people use all day or you haven't heard in a record.
Right.
Take that, make a concept out of that, and there's your hit.
Yeah, but why you
I'm gonna tell you
why are you giving people your secret now?
because I'm too good anyway.
Oh, okay, there you go. Here we go. Oh, here we go.
Oof.
Oh,
Ne-
here we go.
Okay, so you can't
that
make
a-
a
is
song.
that
I
a-
can make a song right now, being right here in the freestyle. I'll do it right here.
No,
Is
you
that a
don't-
challenge? For,
No.
for
All
the
right, let's do
viewers?
it.
Are
Let's
you
do it.
trying to
Let's do it.
challenge the
Look.
viewers to beat you on a record?
All right, let's do it right now.
Is that what you mean?
Let's do it right now.
We don't have
Drum roll, please.
Okay. Here we
What
go.
are we doing?
drum
I'm
roll.
doing.
Yo, why are people all just scared to really rap in this industry as this ain't fair? But to cut off the beat, let me really compare, cause I'm about to tell everybody this year ain't fair. See, let me break it down from on your dang vocabulary, kinda really spits against your articulate, kinda try to go against my articulate hit, cause I'm about to come around and really prove this quick. See, I saw Althea, she was really shocking the hit. He was listening to Bay, he was like, oh man, now let me get back to everybody getting on scam, cause everybody getting mad because the man back fam. A lot of people didn't want him with the free on his show, cause they were scared, cause every contender they wouldn't go. Every contender raps like this and raps like that, or chaps like that, or maxing the facts like that. Try to say that they really good and they trap like that. All hood stuff, good stuff, supposedly hood stuff. Hold up, I gotta play around with all of these pranks. It's fake cats, old school called Jaru Wanks, the 6th year, never needed no tray out spill. Real game, this is something that you will come feel. If you can't consider this is how we kill. Wait a second, meant to say this is how we kill, cause years ago we were smart, we used to build. Now everybody around's mostly on pills, so every time when you listen you can't understand, cause most of them look like they need to be back inside. Oh man, should I really say it? Should I really say it?
Go ahead.
They look like they need to be inside a clinic or something. Messed up. Think about that and don't confess up. Because everyone who tried to confess against the words of God's blessed will get left inside the rapture. So that stuff will come right after you. If you can't even think the passions. Hi, Queen from Athens. Let me get it back from everybody who want to say haters, right? Because everybody out here only want to say Rich Radar. So if they say Rich from my radar, they better know I have them climbing up that tree. Oh no. A bunch of little Donkey Cons trying to get me chick. Throwing off a Diddy Con trying to be a chick. That's why I don't care every time that they spit. Because if they really wanted, they would say my name quick. And I don't want to go around on challenges. I'm sick. Because everyone pretends to be the top 10. The only top 10 is only me and the kids in Farmingville that was signed in 23. So why do I care what I gotta hear? Because you can't go in the doors of Def Jam, yeah. You can't walk in Universal and get signed. Nobody even knows you any of these times. Why do I even want to care about his mouth? I was killing shows way before that stage rolling loud. So I don't really care. Everybody want to compare because it's only a call away from me here. So everyone that tries to say they get high, I look at them and say, hire somebody impressed, guy, because you don't impress me with your business talk. And I don't want to hear no more Instagram talk because everybody talking on Instagram. Why? Why would you do that? I want to ask you questions. You know why? Because if you're talking Instagram, I'm going to break it down quick. You're going to have an investor get off of that cash quick. They're going to be like, I don't want to mess with him. He's too much of a liability. He ain't something out here. His mind ain't got no damn ability. So if it got no ability, let me break it down for fundamentals and all the trilogies. Maybe you'll come back with fundamentalies and really kill with me. Or maybe you'll be smart out there and try to build with me instead of coming back and trying to really shoot me and pill with me. But oh, wait, you see that? I spit lines that were old just to show the new cats I can rhyme new slow. So let's break it down for ops and the cats with all the walkies and the cats that talk and all that stuff, playing the shotties with his 9 smaller than a Tamagotchi. Oh man, that shit got you confused just like we were playing Versace. Let me get it back. Because every time you got to hear these young kids rap, I'm like, please don't put it back. Because I don't want to diss them. I'm just like, come on, fam. Be more creative with your pen, man. Because years back, we had pride. Now everybody getting high, talking about 100 chicks in a ride. So my words to you, well, why do you decide to be the same guy that got a death wish? Why? It's sad because you watch Pop Smoke and he passed, right? Then you watch 6ix9ine, he got a pass, right? So everybody out here thinking they pass, right? But the past ain't the future in the past, right? So you fundamentally think this inside a plot, and all you need to do is stop. Because the words that could really be respectful is just you. And stop trying to get a ding YouTube view. Ooh. See, this is something that you need to know. Not everybody around you that can't grow. You got to cut people off and say no. You got to let them go for them to grow. See, I teach this. I ain't trying to preach because I'm sick of it. See, this is me just playing with my articulate. Because everybody who spit it ain't really lyrics. So why do I even want to hear what they can compare? I don't compare myself to any rap because I've done it by myself. I made it by myself. I stunted on myself. I stunted on my growth. Came back and regrowth myself. This is something out here you can't even. Oh man.
Oh, I didn't think it was gonna stop.
I know. I thought we were going to go for hours.
Man.
You know, actually, that was very awesome. And you know, he has this amazing ability. But you know what the funny thing is that I remember we were doing on a road trip. It was like a short road. Well, not short. It was like an hour and a half back and forth, right? And for that whole hour and a half, all I had to do was say, "Honey, you know, can you just spit a little something for me?" And and everything that we were passing on the highway, whether it was a traffic light or another car or something, or a Ferrari or whatever it was, he was just like rapping about everything.
But the thing is, check this out. When I grew up,
Mm.
you couldn't be like, you just had to be nice.
Yeah.
You couldn't come on the mic and be like, I'm gonna go chill, take a couple wheels. My man get mad when every day I pill. You be like, what?
What? Yeah.
This whole era would have got just shattered
This is true.
because
True.
you think about hip hop, right? These cats think about hip hop as being kind of like, yo, we got to show off, we got to do all this. Hip hop to us was kind of like, we got to teach them. This is the culture bus. This is got to do. So we would put rock in there. We would put every like genre basically and start molding the genres and really trying to make a change.
Yeah, I know. And then that's what I think is going on here, you know, and I'm glad that I'm glad that Rich came. But we're going to see, you guys are going to see a lot more and hear a lot more of Rich Radar. He will be joining us every Wednesday night on DNA Live from 93.5 in New Rochelle.
And where does it reach, honey?
It reaches the tri-state area, New York, New Jersey, and Connecticut. If you want to go look at the map, dude, I'm not lying. It's for real. It's a big coverage ever in the, when we went for the first time, I went to the studio. It was beautiful and the people there are so cool and the studio is really nice and everything, and we had to wait to get our spot, and it's not as easy getting into every radio station and stuff, but this one in particular was something that we've been striving.
It's been a long wait.
Yeah, it's been a long wait. We've been striving to get in, and you can tell them and show them what the show is about.
Like people think it's so easy to get in, right?
It's not
because they
that
think you
easy.
can get right in, and then you got to put like a demo. So out of the demo, a lot of times you guys got to be picked.
Yeah.
So that's the headache of everything. When they say, "Oh, you can get your own show," it's not.
It's
You can
not that
get your
easy.
own show. It's do you have because the reason why
The
I got on that
credentials,
show is because of Long Island News.
Right.
So they saw Long Island News. They saw Power 104.9.
They
They saw the Atlanta station, the Miami station, the Chicago station, the UK station,
and of
the
course,
Caribbean
right
station.
here. This is where everything for us all started.
And
at
the number
Paradise
one
Studios.
and the number one station that will always be here is Paradise Studios,
right.
Strong Island Entertainment. I will rock that to the day I go.
Yep, that's right. You got that right. And again, I want to thank Rich for coming. I mean, you're going to be with us for a long time, so it's not like you're just like a
Shout out to Queens too. You,
know?
already know, man. Shout out to Dom and everybody over inside
shout out
Queens.
Dom doing his thing, man.
Man, shout out to Dom. Shout out to D too.
Yeah, you guys just had that open mic on Friday. That was
fabulous,
pretty
man.
cool
Shout out to
too.
Fab.
You
Yeah,
guys
we had a good time.
Oh,
So
excuse
fab.
me, and we got a little rap star over here too because he got behind the mic.
I
And
didn't know
a
you
little
spit like that.
Nobody
you
knew,
guys
right?
did
I had
not-
him all shook. Nobody knew I could
no,
rap.
no,
No, the funny thing is, I don't want to say this, but now I'm going to say it. He goes to me at the end of the night, we did better than the rappers. Now I'm a DJ, so I'm sitting there, I'm DJing. And all of a sudden the rapper,
blogger.
yo, but shout out to Suave.
Suave.
He made
too.
me crack up because he grabbed that mic and he wasn't letting that go. So I was like, all right, Suave.
And shout
But
out to
my favorite record, too.
the artist that won that night. That was Thanks Dave.
Thanks,
Correct?
Dav. Yeah.
Yeah,
Shout
thanks
out to
Dave.
Thanks Dab. Thanks Dab, I'm going to be promoting you like crazy.
Yes, we
Yeah,
are.
we
So
gotta put him on. He's doing a thing out there.
yep, and we're
He's the next one to blow up in Long Island.
Mm-hmm. He was really good. I really, I'm glad.
Don't count me because I already done it.
Okay, but anyway, again, thank you everybody for listening. Listening and watching us today, and we'll be back next Sunday. And again, thank Rich, thank Long Island Rap Radar, Queens Rap Radar, all of our radio stations, and we'll see you next week.
We'll see you next week.
Next week.
Bye bye.